video. Another episode of Everybody Hates Black Men. Again, I am your host, Edward Anderson. Shout out to Nango Boko for the $25 cash app. You know, this stream is going to be brought to you by Nango Boko, so I much appreciate it with him. So shout out to him. I wanna talk about, people be feeding me stuff in the DMs, and one of the things somebody fed me. Oh wow, this is where we are at Optimus Farm. Let's see, where do I want to go? We're gonna keep going. You'll have, one of the things that was fed to me was this situation. Somebody had an interaction on Reddit. Shout out to you, you know who you are, because they fucking with people on Reddit. And the chick, and I even think this was a white chick, they were talking about going out and make it a much bigger deal to go out than it actually is. And why do men not want to pay? And she tried to say this dumb shit like women actually take their girls out all the time and pay for everything, which is a goddamn lie. When y'all go out, y'all split that shit. Stop acting like one bitch just balls out on everybody like that. Women are, even if she got it, they not built like that. They not. Even if y'all got it like that, y'all will clock if y'all are doing that. And so she sat here, and so, these are like multiple screenshots. And this dude was basically breaking it down how, like, what you all are asking, what y'all are asking for is essentially somebody to cough up $600 a month just to date. $600 just to fucking date. The button gear change, so you used to have a stick where your stick shift, and now the newer cars is just push button, shifting the gears and stuff like that. That's kind of what I expect. I expect women to be able to quickly shift into their logic center, their education center, on topics when you are being asked a question. And everything is always how I feel. And the fact is, when you all go to college, we know you all take an economics class. So we know you all understand money to a certain extent. And so when you all get, this is how I know a lot of these chicks be lying. It's not that they don't know, it's that they just lie. And they try to lie by omission. They lie and gaslight. And honestly, y'all need to start cutting off conversations when these chicks do that. Be like, look, I'm not wasting my time here because you want to play. And we're not doing that. We're not doing that. We're not doing that. We're not doing that. So, dudes really need to be like, if you don't know how to talk to me like an adult, then ain't no point having a conversation. And so my thing is, these chicks literally act like money grows on trees. And I guess if you're not a baller, if you're paying attention to where your money is coming, then apparently that's an indicator that you're broke. Knowing good and goddamn well that they would never want a husband like that just throws money out there like that. Like, for real. They straight up be on some money grows on trees, and money is this magical thing. Currency is this magical thing that you can just manifest it just off the strength of your will, and you're not enough of a man, and you can't. Even though the dudes they be fucking, black or white, whether it's black women or white women, the dudes they do be fucking don't be putting money on them like that. That's the funny thing about it. So they're saying this, usually if they go this hard on wanting a dude to pay for something, usually these motherfuckers, they don't like that. They're not that attracted. Because if they were, they wouldn't let money interfere with the shit like that. And so when you hear these women try to gaslight you when it comes to, it's not a big deal, we do it all the time. It's like, y'all don't even be running game good. Y'all be just saying shit that we all know is not true. We all know bitches don't be going out as a group and then one bitch pays for everything. We know that's not what happens. It may be one bitch that doesn't have to pay for something because it's her birthday or something. And she was talking about, yeah, we get, 5-course meals and course dinners. I'm like, bitch, it was just funny how she kept on trying to push it. And the thing is, you got dudes that they really be chasing these chicks, don't money it, even in 2025. You got dudes that be doing this, they really be believing in this shit. And essentially, these hoes' complaints are men don't court them anymore. Because you bitches are not trying to be courted. You bitches are just out here to fuck. And the reality is, courting is not what's happening here. What's happening here is you all look for certain things in men. You have men, things like money standards get in the way of the dick that you want, because you all just want to fucking hook up. And then you all want dudes that y'all want to tax. This bullshit. And then maybe somewhere in that, guys, when you're done with your whole phase, these dudes that you all want to make this endless deposit that you in your mind at the time, because we know how fickle-minded females are, you may, once you're done, 35, basically your youth is gone like that. What makes you valuable to a man is essentially not there anymore. It's essentially not there anymore. But then that's when you'll retire from your whole shit. This is different levels of degrees to which how much people are doing this. But this is essentially what black bitches do, white bitches. This is essentially what modern bitches do. This is essentially what they do. This is essentially their life cycle. So when you see a lot of these, or what happens is these chicks take a chance on a dude they like and they try to consummate the relationship with a baby, because they believe in babies, but apparently they don't believe in marriage. They do believe in babies, but they don't believe in marriage. And marriage, babies, so much easier because it's less official. Yeah, what's up, J-Bay? What's up, Snazzy? What's up, y'all? And essentially that shit don't work out. Then they become a single fucking mom, and then somehow they expect dudes to just pick that shit up from like a baton where somebody else left off. Bitches don't want to have kids no more because you got 2 kids by a dude, so you done had the kids you want, but a dude is just supposed to sit here and somehow pay for what another man dropped off. This is the mind of these chicks. And it's like when you say this shit out loud, this sounds dumb as fuck. You know why? Because it is. And then y'all wonder why are dudes dating? Because bitch, you all, the value proposition is not there. Like, explain to me why men should date women today, other than you're a man and that's what men do, which really that's because of quote unquote testosterone. Other than you're a man, explain to me what the actual value proposition is to direct my time to a chick. Because you can't say it's for enjoyment. They don't even try to lie. They just say it's because you're a man. They don't even try to lie and say, well, to enjoy yourself. How am I enjoying myself? Because truth be told, I'm already dealing with the pressure of trying, like, understand, I'm not going with you. If pussy's not, I got a question. If a man knew he wasn't going to have sex with you, how many dudes would actually take you out on a date? So explain to me what the value proposition is, because y'all can explain to me what the value proposition is for y'all to go out on a dude y'all don't have any intention on sleeping with. Y'all get free food. Y'all get free dinners and shit. Y'all get to pretend like you live in a lifestyle that you're funding or that somebody's validating you by taking you out. So we already know what the value proposition for you all are. So explain to me what the value proposition is for a man. Explain it. It should be relatively simple. It shouldn't be hard. It should not be hard to explain. Well, I mean, you're a man, aren't you? Of course, it's because I'm a man. So if I tell you that you should do something just because you're a woman, I'm a misogynist. Remember that. I'm a misogynist if I tell you to do something just because you're a woman. It don't anything. Shout out to Archer. Exactly. It is easy for them to leave. And that's why that's why, you know, they want to say that these standards, these things exist for a reason. And women just want to slowly peel the shit away because it's not convenient for them wanting to do what they do. And that's cool. But y'all got to deal with the weight that comes with that. And that's the problem. Women, essentially the issue now is women basically want to be subsidized. Women are essentially socialist commies. Socialist as fuck and commies as fuck. They want to just get shit just for existing. Now, there's different degrees how severe these chicks are with that bullshit. Shout out to J-Bay for $5. Much appreciated. Make sure y'all hit up the Cash App. But that's essentially what's going on. So when you see a lot of complaints from women, one of the big reasons why shit is never deep dive and is left in ambiguity, meaning it could mean any fucking thing, or you can just fill in the blanks whatever you want to fill, is because they know if we actually deep dive on what these bitches want and why, we're like, yo, that's a child. So you don't want to be an adult. What you want to be is you want to be grown enough to do what the fuck you want, but you still want to kind of low key be a child. Grown enough to do what you want, but still young enough to be like, ain't nothing your fucking fault. Do I got it right? That's essentially what the actual issue is. And who you all deal with is a reflection of that bullshit. Hold on 1 second. Who y'all with is usually a reflection of that bullshit. So a lot of the complaints are really just you complaining about the bullshit you create on your own. And people, what they try to do essentially is they try to say, well, men are fucked up too, but men feel the weight of their bullshit. Most men don't get to skate accountability. And they may for a time, but ultimately what goes up must come down. And even dudes that get a free pass in the dating market, those dudes are at high risk for child support. Those dudes are at high risk there's a certain high risk for dealing with a whole bunch of women. They can lie on your ass. It's a lot of stuff that goes along with that. Yo, what's up, the Emperor? Yeah, like honestly, if a bitch, like unless you dealing, and even in high-end shit, like 90% of the time, if a chick wants you to take her out before she, don't act like these bitches are not out here fucking. If a chick don't want to sleep with you, if a chick tries to have you do all this bullshit for her, then you're there to serve her ego. You're not there to have a mutual benefit. And you need to qualify her ass out. These shit, like, if it's 2025 and we're still talking about taking bitches on dates to get the pussy, you niggas are simping. I said that like 4 or 5 years ago. I said taking a bitch on a date is a form of simping. Because the truth is, if she really fuck with you for real, you are not gonna have to take her out on a date. I don't know why we acting like we don't understand this. If she really fucks with you for real, you are not gonna have to take her out on no fucking date. And a lot of dudes just don't want to. This is why I promote mode 1, because mode 1 teaches you how to accept that. A lot of y'all view that shit objection versus qualification, and then it puts you in a certain box that these women can use and manipulate you with. Because now it's like it's a commentary on who you are as a man. That bitch wanting you or not wanting you has no commentary on how good of a man you are. Just like how, because if you don't believe me, look at who most of these bitches' baby fathers are. Are these like the best, like not even on some sexual currency. Look at who these chicks be having kids with. Are these like creme fucking de la creme? Are these necessarily the elite among us? No, they're not. Are these the niggas that are the white boys that when it comes down to it, you know, you can put society on their back? Usually no. But dudes really be out here because of a feeling feeling like, oh, and that's why they like to deal with these dudes, because when you get to a certain age, you grow out of that shit. And you realize that's bullshit. This is why these women, it's like a scam. They got to keep the scam going, because all they doing is getting free money and free shit. And they really don't know what to do with themselves if that shit got turned off. If they had to really earn what they get, they wouldn't know what to do. That's why they always crashing out whenever men start talking like they gonna get off the reservation. They start saying it's shaming language. And the easiest way to deal with that is as soon as a bitch start doing that, don't even argue with the bitch. Just get away from her. And what's happening is a lot of dudes are, like I keep saying in almost every stream now, they're quiet quitting. They're not having these conversations with you hoes. They're just on what they're on, and there's no explanation needed. Yeah. That's why I'm like, yo, I don't like, you know, I was listening to Dumper, he's talking about he don't really he's not like 100% anti dating a single mother, but you're 90% though. Basically, you're on there are certain exceptions and specific criteria a woman has to meet. Like he said straight up, like the baby daddy ideally need to be dead, like not in the picture. So basically, you got exceptions to the rule, which is fine. You have your exceptions you're gonna put here, but for the most part, you're not dating single mothers like that. And if you do, you doing what Myron's saying and saying they're for recreational use. And women don't like that, but the reality is y'all see certain dudes for recreational use. The problem is dudes are cool with being used for recreational use because our biological imperative is being met. Versus men are just y'all be really acting like dudes be lying to y'all. Dudes be like straight up lying to y'all with these relationships. And again, women like to keep that shit ambiguous so they can say the relationship is whatever they say it is, so that way they can always be a victim. That way they can always be a victim, and they can carry that to the next nigga that they sell you know, the bullshit to try to convince him to be in the savior category. Save me from all these other niggas who dick they be sucking. That's really what it is. He said, imagine getting pulled over. Somebody save him. Yeah, that's what it is. Niggas quiet quit. They say if I come across a chick that act like she got some sense, cool. But other than that, that's what they do. Dudes are not getting on YouTube and making these fucking announcements. Most of these niggas are not on YouTube. They may casually listen to some of this shit, this real shit. But most of these dudes on the ground, they like I'll give you a perfect example. Dear future wifey, that nigga quiet quit. They just keep up appearances. You got these keep up appearance ass niggas where they somehow they believe you should pretend that there's not a problem because you above it, even though you be one of the main niggas that these bitches be talking about. Picky as hell, none of these hoes. You one of the main niggas, but you wanna project that shit on other you wanna project that shit on other men when you that same nigga. You know what these bitches are on, and you know these bitches are goofy as hell. Like niggas see value in pretending like everything's okay, the problem is you. It's Dumper. Go to my community tab, you'll see it. Y'all like the content, because if y'all listen to me, trust me, y'all like the content. He basically does reactions to videos, and he's got a good selection. I'll share the video. That way you can get it. But yeah, niggas really be out here thinking they like slick. Hey, women just sign up to be lied to. Women love being lied to. They love it. Because again, it allows them to feel good in a moment and be a victim later. Anyway, y'all, I'm gonna head out. It's been great talking to you. With that being said, this is Edward signing off. Peace.